everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to paint for you a flower using round brushes, and I'm going to be using two Amagic round brushes, a number 10 and a number 16, Deerfoot Stippler number 8, and my fine liner by Westonia. All the paints I'm using today are FolkArt paints, combination of multi-surface and enamels, using School Bus Yellow, Happy Green, Wicker White, Thicket, Licorice, Burnt Umber, Vivid Orange, and Autumn Leaves. Now this bottle that I'm using today is the one that I've been using this week to create videos on. It's a large Jägermeister bottle I create, and then once I do the video and do pictures, then I wipe it off and use it again. So what I'm going to do on this design is begin by tapping the front part, because it's angled, the front part of the Deerfoot Stippler into the Burnt Umber, the back part into the Licorice, and then I pounce it. Alright, so we're going to do 3 flowers, and I'm just creating a circular design, and I'll keep adding paint to it and continuing on. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a third one down here. Do it in 3s. Alright, and then I'm going to tip the front part into white. Going to tap it and then just come over here, go around the center, or go around, not the center, but the entire thing with the white. Like that. And I will be going over these again, so not to worry as far as how they look right at the moment. It's all good. And if you lose your center like that, you can go ahead and tap some darker color back into the center. It's all good. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is dip my number 16 round brush into the Vivid Orange, the Autumn Leaves, and the School Bus Yellow. Just dip it in. And then what I'm going to do is start at the center, push down, and pull away from the center of the flower. Now when you're doing this, if you feel like you might need to go over it again, if it's too transparent, do that. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to be really focusing on that too much because I'm not selling this, but just showing you the design. So you could hit it with a heat gun and then go back over it, which then will make it more opaque, which is what you're looking for. But I thought these were cute because I'm used to pulling towards the flower as opposed to pulling away. So I thought, oh, that kind of creates a fun flower. And look how easy. Remember, on my videos, the intent is to create easy designs for anyone to be able to paint. If you're an experienced painter, then just use my design as inspiration and add your twist to it. You know, however you want to make it more difficult, and you certainly can. Okay, I'm going to come over this. And then come over this one. So it's kind of pulling the paint up over the the next one. So you got to be careful with that. That might be a reason to actually give it some dry time before you hit it with the next flower. But again, with doing this for you as a video, I'm not going to worry too much about that. If I were selling this design, yes, I would. And you can even, with this design, you don't even have to put petals all the way around it. I'm not counting petals. I don't really care how many petals I have. This is a made-up flower, so it's not something that, oh, you got to have 5 petals, 4 petals, 6 petals, whatever. You just do what needs to be done to create the design and fill it in. But I think they're fun. I mean, look at this, very festive. All right, so then the next thing I'm going to do is go to my smaller brush, which is the number 10 round brush. And I do list all my products down below, so if you wanted to purchase through affiliate links, you're welcome to do so. Oh, one thing I wanted to do before I did this part is bring in my trusty old fine liner and dip it into the paints. And then what I'm going to do is just do a few little pulls of, you know, this like little vine or stem, whatever you want to call it, through the flowers. And this is what I'll add my leaves to. Alright, so I'll bring the brush back on that I just loaded. Loading it the same way I did the flowers. I'm going to push down and pull. Push down and pull. Now again with this, if you want to make sure you're not pulling colors, because I'm doing wet on wet right now, then hit it with a heat gun, hair dryer, whatever you need to do to give it a little bit of drying, and then continue on. And when you get something that's a little too dark, just go back over it with some of the lighter green. You can keep some of it dark if you want. I think it gives it some interest when you don't have them all looking the same way. Just my opinion, but again, that's up to you. And I'm going to turn this because I want to make sure that I get this the right feeling, the right direction here. And once you do this part, you may find, well, you probably will have already done the dry though. I also say you might find that you don't need to do that, but again, you probably will have already given it some dry time. And then if you're not going to hit it with a heat gun or a hair dryer, I'd say maybe give it a little, like an hour or so, and then come back to it. I'm a little more on the impatient side, so I can't give things that long. It would drive me nuts. So again with this, I'm just pushing down and pulling and coming back up. Pretty easy. And then coming over here. You can make them closer together too, or little, big, however you want to do it. Mix it up. This one I'm just going to go, oops, see, got it to separate a little bit here. I don't want that either. Just got to be careful you're not working it too much, because overworking it will cause a problem too. Alright, so let's go back to the Deerfoot stippler. I'm going to stick the front into the burnt umber, the back into the licorice, which is black, and then I'm going to come back over here and do this again. Now again, if I pull up paint from underneath, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. I really am not too concerned. It does not bother me, but I like to do this like with my, you know, flowers like sunflowers and such, just to tie the whole thing together, because I feel like a lot of times when you do painting where you're pulling from the center out, then you don't have a good connection to the center. So if you go back over it, that completes that part. Going to do the same thing, tip the front into the white, come back over here, add some white onto it. And keep in mind too, when you're doing this, because you're giving it a nice thick coat, it's going to be more durable because you did this. When you're creating and painting on glass, the thicker your paint is, the better. I mean, you don't want it to be so thick that it actually will bubble when you bake it, but all right, there you go. Very easy, quick and easy. All right, I hope you like this video. If you do, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Before you leave, please hit the share button and share this on your social network with all your family and friends. I am trying to build my channel. I would appreciate the help. All right, until the next time, please stay safe and healthy, and you have a good one.